NAACP president sharing his experience in going to the inauguration of a president.
Yeah, WCPO 9 News reporter Jasmine Miner continues our coverage with why Paul Booth says this day is about so much more than political affiliation.
Well, Paul Booth says that he's been to the inauguration of George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, and he says each and every time it really was never about politics, but instead about unity. While political tensions have been heightened surrounding this day after protests turned violent on January 6, Booth says the historical significance of a presidential transition still remains the same. Still, he says watching the National Guard take over D.C. this week has been alarming for him, especially on a day that is meant to bring all political parties together. He says in order to move forward, the country in part needs to bring healing back to Black America when it comes to the pandemic, criminal justice, and economic equity. And so that's why he hopes that everyone here in the tri-state looks beyond political affiliation and sees today as a moment to walk forward together.
I really hope that that all of our citizens will watch, and that it will be a time for pause. It will be a time for reflection, and a time for deciding that at this point we've got to move forward. Because the other option of moving forward, there's probably two, is to stand still or to move backward.
Well, Booth says on Martin Luther King Day, he was showing videos to his 4-year-old granddaughter of Dr. King speaking, and she looked up at him and asked him, if we don't follow Martin Luther King's dream, will we go back to those days? And so that's a big reason why he says moving forward, this day needs to be seen as historical significance. And so he's going to spend the day on Zoom with his children and grandchildren and all of his relatives watching the inauguration together. I'm Jasmine Miner reporting for WCPO 9 News.